Welcome to Bold's Universal Connector. This video is part 1, Setting Up Connectors. The purpose of this video is to show how to set up 3 of the more commonly used connectors for the Universal Connector and discuss how their functions may be utilized. Connectors are set up in the Media Gateway and allow non-traditional signals to connect and communicate to the Universal Connector. Once you have logged onto your Media Gateway, navigate over to the navigation bar. Here we will click on Connectors, which is located under Universal Connector, and enter our Media Gateway specific password. Here you will notice a number of delivery options: PRI/T1/analog, PBX server, SMS, email, SMS gateway, ODBC, FTP, TCP, RSS, and file. For the purpose of this video, we're going to focus on email, SMS gateway, and TCP, which are more commonly utilized. To get started, we're going to click the Add button to create a new connector. We're going to name this one MG Demo. Next, click on the drop-down arrow on the far right of the delivery method. In this case, we're going to start with email. The arrow will drop down the information menu that will need to be filled out. The first drop-down is Common Servers. Here we have listed commonly used email providers, for example, Hotmail, Yahoo, Gmail, and so on. For the purpose of this video, we're going to select Gmail. You will notice the following sections are already configured. All we need to do now is fill in the email user, username, the from, and password. Note, the connector settings are going to vary based on the email provider you are using. Email user is the email address, for example, boldmg@boldgroup.com. Email user name is the from name, in this case, Bold Media Gateway. Email from is who the email should be from if sending out, so this would also be boldmg@boldgroup.com. Email password is the password for the email user. We're just going to make that boldmg1234. Once you have all of the appropriate fields filled out, click Update at the top where we selected Add earlier. Let's move on to setting up a SMS Gateway connector. Here is an example of an SMS Gateway URL that has been sent out. This is what the SMS message looks like when received. Now let's go back and take a look at how this was set up. Click the drop-down arrow to reveal the information menu. The SMS Gateway provider that was used in this example was Clickatell. Note, if you prefer to use a different provider, then you do have the capability to build a custom provider, which we will discuss in a later video. For this example, we went to the connector driver name and chose Clickatell from the drop-down menu and then Edit. You will notice that the information fields are filled out with the appropriate information that was provided to Bold Technologies from Clickatell. Now all you need to do is fill in your own personalized information. This information is provided to you by your SMS Gateway provider, in this case, Clickatell. Notice the corresponding variables. 0 equals user, 1 equals password, 4 equals sending number, 2 equals test to number. We recommend using your cell phone number to test. And 3 equals the message that is sent to the customer. The only fields that we changed were the user, test to number, test message, and the provided API ID and password. Last step is to click Update to save your changes. The last connector we will set up is TCP. TCP is the most commonly used delivery method. The example we will use for this video is our Bold SOS module, which can provide detailed information specific to an event and location, i.e. GPS coordinates, geofencing, roadside assistance, and more. Let's dive into setting up a TCP connector. Click the drop-down arrow to reveal the information menu. We're going to select Bold SOS in the connector driver name field and click Edit. You will notice again that the required fields are already filled out based on the Bold SOS configurations. Look for our upcoming videos on TCP, where we will explain in more detail the different IP types, connection types, and much more. This concludes part 1 of the Universal Connector Setting Up Connectors video. Part 2 of this series will focus on data mapping, what it is, and creating a basic data map. For more information, contact your account executive today at sales@boldgroup.com and look for upcoming videos at boldgroup.com.